Ooh! All right now. Yes, ma'am. It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest, baby. Are you ready to cry, turn up, and downright act a fool? And have your teacup spilleth over, honey? Well, if you are, loose rap starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, children of the rainbow corn. What's up, children of the rainbow corn? It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest. Yes, we are back. When I say we are back, we are back, we are back. We are back, we are back, we are back. Yes, this is season 2, baby. The premiere episode of season 2, episode 1. So are you ready? If you haven't been here before, I'm going to get right into it. We're going to get into tea on the street. If you don't know what tea on the street is anything dealing with celebrity news, world news, DMV news, or anything in the U.S. right now. It could be even including me whenever they decide to put me up in the public eye like that. So let's get right into it. September 24, 2020. Police seized 345,000 used condoms that were cleaned and sanitized for resale, and I'm gonna say clean. I can't say sanitized, but they say they was clean. In Vietnam, police in Vietnam confiscated an estimated 345,000 used condoms, which have been cleaned and resold as new. There were dozens of large bags. I guess they was huge bags, filled with condoms scattered across the warehouse floor. It says the owner of the warehouse said that they had received a monthly intake of used condoms, and it was from an unknown source. It also states that a woman that was, I guess, working there, that they detained and busted with the whole group of people in the warehouse, told the officials all the tea, y'all. When I say all the tea, she spilled the teacup over. When I say over, honey, that joint was boiling over like some grits, some good old bubbling grits, honey. Where she sat there and told the whole tea about the plant, how they was cleaning them, showed her everything, you know what I'm saying, and all the good things in the nature. She told the officials that about the whole process, the cleaning of the prophylactics, how long she been there. She was saying since she been there, she only be getting 17 cents for a kilo of condoms. Now, my thing is this, bitch, you was there for too damn long. 17 cents, I do understand in certain countries the poverty level is very low. But bitch, 17 cents to be touching nasty ass used condoms. You probably have sperm, you probably have red sperm, blue sperm, purple pearl, blue fish, red fish, whatever fish inside that motherfucking condom, baby. And how do you sit there? I don't care if you got gloves on. How do you sit there and be touching used condoms? That's just nasty. It could be STDs on that thing. It could be anything. You don't know what's on these condoms. Regardless of using gloves or not, I can just imagine, like the picture in my head was, let's be honest, it was watching the movie I believe it's called Don't Speak, where the girl and the boy they try to rob the blind man or whatever, and kind of find out he ex-military murderer or whatever, and he had the girl stuck in the basement. So they get in the movie, they get in the basement, and they done ran for the man for the whole damn, from the man and his dog from the whole damn movie, and then people can kill and everything. So when they finally get in the basement, they see this girl tied up. Come to find out, the girl that was tied up was involved in him losing his daughter in an accident. So to replace killing the daughter, he was going to artificially inseminate the girl with his sperm. Now get this. He had his own little factory going on, bitch. Like when I say she was tied down, she had a bed and just chains everywhere, just tied her down around the house so she could move, but she couldn't go but so far. In this nasty ass basement, he had like the little thing that you put the condom on and everything, syringes and stuff filled with condoms, a dirty ass refrigerator, with syringes and things in jars of his nut in the jar. So this is how I'm pitching this damn factory, because I'm like, bitch, how do you sit there for 17 cents a day and you doing like this with condoms? Doing like them. Rolling the bitches out, cleaning them off, and rolling like you rolling the blunt. So I'm like, what the hell, yo? Like, what is really going on? So my thing is this. Ain't no way. There's no way in hell. Like, and then the thing is that the thing they gave me in this video, continue to watch the video. When you see the daggone little machine, it look like one of them old sex education tools that they use to show you how to put a condom on. Because, you know, new school use cucumbers and all the other things, but they had this little thing that looked like a little pole or something. And she just had the condom just sitting there. I don't know. But the damn, it looked like CDC came in there because they had all white uniforms on and they was strolling through the shit. I'm like, y'all some nasty motherfuckers. I don't care if I got the CDC, hazmat, everything on, bitch. I ain't touching no used condoms. I barely want to pick up my dog shit, so I know I ain't picking up no damn used condoms. That's nasty. What's going on in the world, y'all? Bitch, now imagine if those used condoms went around the world or just Vietnam themselves, and then everybody that got a condom that was repackaged and cleaned and everything caught something. That's crazy. So September 24, 2020, a guy throws a tantrum and acts like a child because his girlfriend won't get no money. Bitch. You's a dummy. You's a dummy, bitch. You ain't never gonna be nothing, bitch. It's like, the video is crazy. Like, look, like, do you see dude, like, really acting the fool? Like, dude is really acting the fool. Like, what the hell? Like, dude, you obviously ain't had no job. And this girl, I can't even act like I haven't in the past or recently with my man. But now, I would say my man has a job. Back then, I was dumb and stupid. I wasn't even fuss at them like this girl did. That's why I said she was dumb. Because, bitch, I ain't gonna fuss at you if I know I'm already in the wrong. But this bitch sat there and fussed. I was gonna give you the money. And he's in there, I thought you was gonna give me the money. Bitch, get a job. Get a motherfucking job. Shit. Because right now, you wanna know what you act like? Trade. You act like trade, bitch. Trade. You trade, bitch. You always gonna be trade. You ain't nothing but trade. That's what you know for. That's what you are. That's who you is. Just like I said in my other episode, in my damn episode on season 1. Go check it out. You trade, bitch. That's what you are. That's what you is. Shit. But girl, what is going on with y'all young girls? Like, people my age and older, we won't play that shit. Like, nigga, fall back. If you crying over some fucking money. Crying over some money. Now, this is my thing in this situation, because the boy looked like he was old enough. He looked like he was in his 20s. He could be older. He could be younger. But you understand what was fuck going on. You knew what the fuck you was on. Cause you broke that girl down for her. You probably needed that money to go pay for your baby mom and shit. He was going to buy Pampers, girl. He was going to buy some Pampers for his baby mama. Or he could have been trying to get that money to get him a new PlayStation 5. Cause these niggas out here ain't playing no games. These niggas and females out here playing no games. He said, I'm going to get this money for her so I can get me put down payment on PlayStation 5. It ain't even him paying for the whole motherfucking thing. He was probably bitching the morning for a down payment. And the down payment, if you know anything, could be $10, $20, $30, 5 cents probably. Bitch, that motherfucker was whining like he was losing his whole life. Like somebody had him at gunpoint after he done snitched or something. What is wrong with this new generation? I don't know. I don't even have the energy to help you bitches, because it's no way. Like I said, I was giving dudes my money, but I also got things in return. they was trade and they was not getting any, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say I didn't give a lot of money, but I will say, like, probably transportation. A bitch ain't never was that damn dumb. That nigga was crying over a serious coin, honey. I may have given like $2, $3, maybe $5, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But bitch, when a nigga start crying, I'm gonna bitch your ass out. Like you was doing too much. Or if a nigga ever cried to me about damn $2 or $3 to get your ass somewhere, bitch, you found your way here, find your way back. It was just out of the kindness of my heart to decide to give you something to get your ass home. But bitch, if you can find your way here without the coin, bitch, you can find your way back. And I'm not that damn dumb where I know you ain't spending $2 or $3 to get your ass home. And I know it took you about $5 to get here, bitch. You was about to go get bumps and cigarettes over somebody on the corner, $2. Back in the day when I did it, the cigarettes was 50 cent a piece, bitch. You was about to go get 4 cigarettes from somebody, bitch. Don't sit there and tell me that lie that you needed to get home, bitch. I'm not stupid. What's wrong with you, childrens? The childrens. September 26, 2020. There's a video that's going around that with a young lady that stated that she was having a bad day. I don't know what it was. She never stated what it was, like why she was having a bad day. But she just basically hit the scene saying, I got it from World Star Hip Hop, I think. And she hit the scene and she was saying that, yo, my day was bad or whatever. And out of nowhere, I find this $1 million. And she just happened to be having a bad day and just came up on a big plastic bag of $1 million in cash. Pause. Like Nicki Minaj would say, pause. It was in a plastic bag. Now, mind you, she ain't show her face enough, so she was good on that. But people know your voice. That's one. 2, you had to have posted somewhere with World Star Hip Hop and what's his name, Jason Lee and everybody from from Hollywood Unlocked could find the video, because it's out here, like, and then the bag, like, I can't say it was a name brand bag, but it looked like one of them bags you get from the store when you buy a lot of big shit from, like, one of the known brand stores. It's not one of them big stores where you gotta spend a rock of damn money just for one thing, but it was one of them bags, and it was a clothing bag. It was a plastic clothing bag, and I'm sitting there like, yo, this was $1 million in cash, bitch. This was drug money, bitch. Somebody was trying to get re-up on that shit, or was supposed to be returning some money to somebody, and whoever the fuck it was, I hope it was not no drug money, because my spirit done spoken unto me, and said that teacup that spilleth over with that $1 million, bitch, was drug money, and bitch, you better watch yourself, because you put your voice on there, you put it on your page, and although you didn't put your face on there, them motherfuckers who had that money in that bag know what bag that was. And if they smart, they're gonna go back to your page and be research where that damn thing is. So bitch, if I was your ass, I wouldn't have even posted that shit. If I ever in this life, the next after that, ever find a bag of mine, I don't care if it's a duffel bag, I don't care if it's a back bag, purse, bitch. It could be diamonds, pearls, gold coins, whatever. If I find anything of that nature, I don't even give a fuck if it's $20, bitch. I ain't telling nobody. Unless you right there in the situation, right there, right now. It's no point. Like, and I'm not going to put myself on Facebook. $1 million. Bitch, I would have said, let me tell you what I would have did. I would have stored some shit in my house. No, I ain't even going to say that. I wouldn't store no shit in my house. Let's be honest. That money would go straight into the bank. And nobody knows what banking places I'm at. So I'm not even going to say that. But I would honestly, I would have 3. I said previously I probably would have two, but I'm sitting there talking prior to this. But two, no, I would have three. I would have my main one, I would have my play around one, and then I have one that's just sitting there piling up money. Because of the fact that $1 million you can't just throw in the bank, especially if your depositing history is not on that level. So for me, every day I'll put a couple $1,000s in that joint. Make it look like it's a check. Or make it, or every Friday I'll put a couple of $1,000, or every day I'll put a couple of $100s in. Then they can't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bit, they don't know how you get the money. They just know the money going in there. Because, baby, something ain't right about that. Ain't no way in world. Somebody's searching for you. So if I was you, I would get rid of that money now. Put that shit up. And say I returned it to the authorities or something. That's what I would do. October 1st, 2020. Kris Jenner and Kourtney Kardashian are accused of sexual harassment by former bodyguard in a lawsuit. It states that according to Fox News, court documents appeared stating that Jenner and her daughter and David Shield Security are defendants in a case which claims that they had a pattern of non-consensual physical contact with a former bodyguard, Mark McWilliams. McWilliams alleges that he was the victim of inappropriate behavior that began 3 months after he started working. He claimed sexual comments and questions about his sex life was said, and he was found. It states that in the midst of him filing this or whatever, the Kris and Kourtney states to the attorney and to the courts that they fired him because of the fact that he was lazy. He was tardy all the time. He was late all the time. He slept in his car, or he just stayed there and slept, you know what I'm saying? Or he just sat in his car for hours and hours not doing anything and had a poor attitude. You was a lying asshole, because I understand. Because, and I'm going to say this before I even get on the dude. Kris Jenner is the biggest out on television right now. The biggest pimptress outside of Mama D from Love and Hip Hop. And the reason why I say she is the biggest outside of Mama D and Love and Hip Hop, because Kris Jenner pimps out them girls without pimping out them girls. The coinage that bitch has made, all for her daughters alone, motherfuckers, is redonkulous. That's the new word of the day, redonkulous. Redonkulous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. Dude, you stupid. Because that shit don't even sound right to me. Like, it started 3 months after you been there, and then you stayed there for Lord knows how long, because you never stayed at that, and it never states how long you stayed there. So if you've been, and then if it's been reoccurring, and supposedly in the article too, it states that his superiors ain't know nothing about it, which means, nigga, that you was doing some shit, or you was provoking some shit. Because why? If you serious about this lawsuit, or if things were serious, bitch, you would have been filed this lawsuit, and you would have been left. You would have left. You would have left, or they would have fired you sooner. You was with the shits. You probably was doing things or saying things or just entertaining the shit because of who they are. Shit, at the time that you talking about, time frame they talking about him and this going on, Kris is with the black guy. I don't know his name, because to me he's irrelevant, because I don't know his name. I don't know nothing about him. Now maybe if I knew some things about him, then I wouldn't say he's irrelevant, but because I don't see him that much on the show, I don't know much about him or what he do. For me right now, he's irrelevant. Kris always has an angle. I don't care what she says. She always has an angle, and I actually like Kris Jenner. You know, I actually like Kris Jenner. I think she has some ways, but you know, everybody does. But I like Kris Jenner. Kourtney, I don't know. She the born sister. So I get, you know what I'm saying? For me, she's the born sister. I don't know her personally, but from what I see in the things in the media, so she's the born sister. She's the sister that you add on just because you need an extra girl in the group. And Kourtney, she ain't tired of nobody. She ain't tired of nobody. So I believe this. I believe that at some point he did start coming. He came in there as a professional. And when he realized that he walked into one of the biggest female covens in the damn Hollywood. Yes, I say covens, bitches. Because, you know, I love I'm with all the shit. I believe witchcraft is real. I believe witchcraft could be used for good and evil. But he walked into one of the biggest covens in the world. Most popular covens in the world. But you thought that you was going to get away with just coming in there being security, bitch. If I'm going to do some shit, you're going to be a part. If I'm going to hire you, you're going to have to deal with a lot of shit. I ain't saying that I would sexually harass the person, but come on now, you knew what you was dealing with because of the fact that how long you stayed there, nigga. And I feel that your ass entertained it, and at some point y'all probably did have a little fling or whatever before she got with dude. And I believe that you probably been around long enough for Kourtney to catch some kind of feelings, or you catch some kind of feelings and shit went left, and then you decided to act a fool and do some unprofessional things to cause yourself to get fired. That's what I feel. Cause bitch, you ain't getting no money from them. Kris ain't playing that, and Kourtney definitely not, because Kourtney be worried about her kids. Period. September 24, 2020. Rapper Kodak Black I can't read this without laughing. Rapper Kodak Black reaches out to Donald Trump to help him get out of prison. It says shortly after Kodak Black files for a lawsuit against the Federal Bureau of Prisons for alleged torture, he has turned to the help of Donald Trump, begging the president of the United States to commute a prison sentence or just help him get out of prison altogether. It states that his attorneys, Bradford Carter and Jonathan Swartz, sent a patent to Donald Trump to give Kodak Black a break out of prison. What the fuck made you think? Let me get closer. What the fuck made you think, nigga, that you was somebody that Donald Trump was gonna get out? Not only that, Donald Trump already in his own motherfucking prison right now. Like he made his own prison in the White House. How? I do understand and I do believe the motherfuckers torturing your ass because one, you black. Two, you famous and black. Three, you famous and black and got money. So we already know what you being famous and famous, just being famous. I ain't adding the black because the black don't mean shit. You being famous and you have some type of power because you got a nice coin. They gonna fuck with you. And then the fact that you black and the fact we got Donald Trump in the office and that you plead into a motherfucker that can care less about anybody, let alone himself. He even shows that every time he hits the stage with his wife. With his wife, his kids. Like it seemed like when he was all family and everything. I ain't gonna say family oriented, but he was about his family when he wasn't in the presidency. But when he became president, family went out the motherfucking window. It was all about him. Hold up in that. The crimes that you did, dude, you put yourself in there. Do I think they should be torturing you? Hell no. But you are a famous identity in this world. I ain't gonna say how much power you have because you ain't got that much power. But bitch, you should have called you. You went through Tanisha 69ville. Yes, I said you drove through. You got your little fancy car, drove through Tanisha 69ville to Donald Trump in the White House. Instead of you taking your ass in your expensive car and driving to New York to Carter City and talking to Jay-Z because you know his ass is working with Meek Mills with the reform program that they have going on. That's doing really good. Why the fuck didn't you go to him? Jay-Z already belling out the Rockadam people. Shit, you could have went to Chance the Rapper. But you know what I'm saying? Like that was dumb as shit. Like I said, your ass could have strolled on along down to Carter City and took your ass to somebody that genuinely knows your experience as a black man, who knows how it feels to deal with the court system as a black man. You decided to go to one of the worst people in our country right now to date. I ain't say the, but I said one of the worst people in our country to date. And unfortunately, that person is in somewhat of a powerful position because the president, he is not the president. It's been years where the president that stood on the throne was actually running the shit. But this motherfucker ain't running the shit. It's people behind the scenes that we don't see that give him shit to say. And it's evident because when you look at him, when he's doing speeches, that motherfucker strays from the speech. When shit get personal to him, he strays from the speech. So that's how the fuck you know he don't do shit. Kodak like, you was a dummy. You dumb bitch. You fall in line with Tanisha 69. I ain't gonna give you no name for it yet. Because I don't believe you deserve it. But bitch, don't do it, Tanisha 69. We ain't got time for that. If you don't know who Tanisha 69, bitch, you heard the last thing. 69, bitch. That's Takashi 69. That's Tanisha 69. That bitch that sat there and had the Kool-Aid packs and the Vaseline and the damn prison cell crying about this bitch need to get out. Bitch, you was in there having too much fun. Especially when you could come back out and talk about the fact you paid 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 for a fucking wig, bitch. Lace front wig, bitch. When you supposed to have hair anyway, because, bitch, you Spanish, Italian, whatever, fuck. You supposed to have good hair. You supposed to have that shit that the comb go through, the brush go through. That you don't even need to tangle. But, bitch, you pay all that money. Sit down. Both of y'all. I know what's wrong with this. It's young people, and I guess I still fall in that category. But I'm what? I'll be 30. I'll be 35. October 16th of this year. It's no way in hell that I'm dealing with doing certain shit, especially as a black person. But as a black trans woman in this world today, bitch, I ain't doing shit. I'm not trying to give no unnecessary bad attention. I don't give a fuck about the good detention. I mean attention. I said detention, but attention. Because honestly, like they say, good publicity, bad publicity is always good publicity. But my thing is this. I don't want to have anything go on, but I'm too old to be getting locked up and all that shit, bitch. If I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna fight you. Now, if you call the police on me, bitch, you's a bum, bitch. Because if you fought me and like I think we gonna fight, if I get into a fight again, bitch, we both going down. Because I'm gonna make up all kinds of shit, and then I may not even go down because I'm gonna blame insanity like a motherfucker. I'm gonna say I blanked out. I seen black. I seen red. I don't know what the fuck happened. When I finished, they said I opened my eyes after I was finished. Lying like a motherfucker. I fainted after I beat her ass, and then I woke up and was like, what happened? This is the fuck I'm gonna do, y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. But, Lordy day. So we're gonna move on to RAINBOLOGY. If you don't know what RAINBOLOGY, this segment is about anything dealing with the GLBTQ, ABDC, children of the rainbow corn. The rainbow corn. Yes, darling. The rainbow corn. Get into it. The education of our community. And when I say education, I mean for the cisgender individuals or just people in general. You can be a part of the GLBTQ community, trying to learn about your community. Excuse me. Because even to this day, every day I'm still learning. It's still things that I should know that I don't know. It's things about transgender history that I should know, but I don't know. And I'm learning every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do this. Not only for you all, but for myself. Because on this journey and having this segment, I'm also learning new things too. So this week, we have the term of the week. The term of the week is gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria, if you don't know, is related to transgenderism. And gender dysphoria is the distress a person feels due to mismatch between their gender identity and their sex assigned at birth. Cliff's no virgin, bitch. It's the difference between you being born as a female or male and your whole inner being and your spirit identifies. Physically, you're born as female and male, and your whole spirit and energy and everything that is your authentic self is the opposite sex. Point blank. So I ain't even gonna go with the ratchetness of it this time because that's serious. And that's what it is. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that sexual identity and your sexual preference and your birth sex are 3 different damn things. So our topic for this week it came September 26, 2020. It says early care leads to better mental health for transgender youths. A doctor by the name of Julia C. Sabara, I think that's how you say it. Julia C. Sabara, a pediatric endocrinologist. Yes, I said that big word. Yes, I did. I may act a fool sometimes when I type because I be rushing. It may not come out right or it may not be typed right, but I am smart. Endocrinologist, bitches. Puff on that. So, in the pediatric endocrinologist at the hospital for sick children in Toronto, she conducted a study with the transgender youth that she works with and other doctors in that hospital work with to sort out the care, such as and for the children that sort out care that was transgender, sort out care for puberty blockers, hormones, the mental health aspect of it, and everything else that encompasses what it means to be transgender at a young age and beyond. It says that the study included 300 trans minors from the age ranges 10 and 17 who were treated at the hospital already, and the researchers stated that they were tracking the kids that started when they started their program with the research and sort out up until when they sort out their difficulties and their distress with the mental health aspect of it. And I'm gonna say this: one, I am very happy that someone is looking into that, because for years I've been saying it. And I know for my personal experience, if I as a teenager or even as a child, because at a very young age I knew I was different. I knew I wasn't the typical gay boy, but I also knew that I was not able to talk to people. about it. You know what I'm saying? I also knew that it was something way different for me than just being a homosexual child. But my thing is that maybe with this surgery, and I'm praying and hoping that it does, that I mean not surgery, I'm sorry, with this research, that it opens adults' eyes more. Yes, people have become more accepting. Yes, people have tried to embrace their kids more. But there's still motherfuckers out here like Bootsy. I never liked your music, nigga. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I think that you're a terrible example for anybody who looks up to you. And I say this because, and I don't know you personally, because you may have some good qualities, but the shit that I've seen you do, nigga, you have no reason to be coming for people in our community, let alone for anybody at all. You know, and I say that because the shit that I just read is amazes me that we have came so far. I didn't have that growing up. Like, I don't fault my family, but I will say that some things that they did and the things that they said, it came off it was very hurtful for me. I have forgiven, and I'll say it again, I have forgiven, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, one, it was because they was never educated, but two, sometimes it's just that you don't want to educate yourself. Two, it's because they had a fear of something that they seen on TV or heard about, and you never experienced yourself. And that is a huge problem, especially in the Black community. It's a huge problem with our community, that we go by he say and she say and what we see on TV and how motherfuckers act on TV and the videos and on social media and everything. How these motherfuckers act or how they want to portray people, regardless if you're LGBTQ or not, is not how most people act. It's just like saying somebody coming from the hood, ratchet, trashy, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was raised in the hood, basically. I was raised in Southeast. Stanton Road. Stanton Glen. Right there, Anacostia. But my upbringing does not dictate where I came from does not dictate the person that I am. And I think that we need this. I definitely think that we need, getting back to the point, I feel like this will open doors for people, because they will understand this ain't something that just happened overnight. Especially when it comes down to being transgender, this is not something that happened overnight. Evidently, with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and their child, she came to them. And I say she because I'm respecting her gender pronouns. She came to them and told them. And they expressed to her how they felt, and she expressed how they felt. And the situation to me is golden. Like, I respect them for allowing her to express herself. But I also believe that the way that they're doing it is respectful for everybody. For her, herself, and the world. Because allow your child to grow. You know what I'm saying? I personally believe, I guess it depends on the parents. But me, myself, I'm glad the way that I went as far as transition. Now, maybe if I was younger and it was that bad to the point where it was at one point, I think, when I was that bad, when I just ran away and never came back for a long time. But it wasn't where I wanted to get on hormones right away, because I really wanted to, my thing was that I really wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. I wanted to make sure that this was what I genuinely wanted, not something that somebody else said, oh girl, you could be real tuna fish, you could be real mermaid. That was not my story. My story was, I already knew who I was. I just wanted to make sure that everything that came with it, I was ready for when I did do it. So let's move on to the ending of our show. The ending of our show, if you don't know, is Spotlight. Spotlight pertains to anything like businesses that want to get spotlighted and talked about on my show. Also, any anything new going on with me, or whatever the case may be, or something that I feel that needs to be spotlighted, like a person that's doing really good for themselves or whatever. Excuse me. So tonight's spotlight, unfortunately, I don't have any businesses for you all, but I do have two things. One that's pertaining to me, myself, Christina Storm. I have a new show. It's called Reflection, and it's a uplifting, more so on the deep, mind-provoking side of things, where I get into giving advice and my life experiences, and talking about topics that make you really think and make you reflect on your life. You know what I'm saying? So Reflections is a big plethora of all these things. Like it's not just, the show is not just gonna be like I have a set thing for that day. I may just come on because every day I do reflect. That's why I made the show Reflections, because I reflect about a lot of different things. I reflect about finances, about my life, about what's going on with me personally and everything. And that's what that show is for. So, and for me to like kind of help other people that you know, we going through things. So like for instance, the first ever episode was about me going through so much during this coronavirus, and I was just pushing through. And me being the type of person I am, I never, you can ask anybody, I will wait till shit gets so bad to where I'm sitting there in the wood. Say the house was flooding. I'm sitting there with my lips and my nose this much away from getting filled with water before I sit there and ask anybody for help. And maybe that's a bad thing, but it I can't say it was that bad, but it was bad enough this during the coronavirus, when the shit first popped off, where it was that bad, where I just eventually had to let the shit out and be like, yo. But so much good has came from, like, it. I can't even lie. Like, with all the bad that came with this quarantine and losing this and losing that and having to be scrapping for coins, like 2 or 3 months out. I'm gonna say about 2 months out of this coronavirus situation. It has made me a better person. It's made me a stronger person. It has definitely made me a more determined person and made me a more focused person. And the things that I've achieved and it has happened, I can't even tell you all of it, because with the way my karma works, if I talk about it too much, the shit won't fall down. So I'm not gonna talk about it too much. But I'm just grateful, and I'm honored to have so many of the things that happened for me during this time happen for me. So definitely that. Please go watch Reflection. It's on the same channel as Loose Rap. It's on Loose Rap on YouTube at Loose Rap Show. You just get on Loose Rap, and it's a separate it's a separate playlist for you. Go right on Reflections. New episodes air every Wednesday, and every Wednesday I'm gonna say at 1 p.m. And then I'm not even gonna give it a time frame, because when I reflect, it's not a time. When I reflect is not a time frame put on that. You know what I'm saying? So just know Reflections will definitely be on every Wednesday. It may vary, but I do know for sure Reflections ain't gonna be on no later than 8 o'clock. Loose Rap always has some kind of things going on, because around the time that I normally do try to make sure the show is edited and everything, is all, if for whatever reason the universe always has something going on in my house. Like, I be like, damn, I'm trying to get a couple of shows back to back posted it or streamed at the same time. Like, come on. So what I'm gonna say is, since we're talking about shows, Loose Rap, I'm gonna change the time. I always say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Let's be honest, with it just being me editing anything, and if you know anybody that knows how to edit shows and just do a little razzle dazzle to them, because the shit I'm doing I think is amazing. But I know there's people that can do it better. There's always people that do better because that's their job. Please let them know I would like a little help. You know what I'm saying? I can't pay much. Shit, I can't pay nothing right now because I ain't got the coin to. But I could give you a little meal when you add. I can give you a little meal. You know what I'm saying? I can give you a little, promote you and everything for free. Especially if you helping me out, I promote you for free. If you helping me out, shit. Now everybody get promoted for free. Let me just say that. Because I am about my coin. But when it comes down to making sure that I get to the level where I want to get to the show, trust and believe, I will promote you for free. And when I get on, I'm going to make sure you get on too. That's the type of person I am. The second thing I'm going to talk about on Spotlight is voting. Everybody needs to be out here voting. Because this paper stuff that they sent us in the mail is some bullshit to me. Because we all know paper can get lost. But the computer and internet and anything electronic always holds some type of memory, some kind of spark of energy within it holds. Do you know how much shit that we posted back when AOL was around? And if you know anything, and if you're that old, you had that telephone dial before you was logged onto the internet, and you know damn well that any and everything that we posted back then is still surfing around on the internet. It may not be on our current internet, but it's on the black web or it's on somewhere deeper than that. So please go out and vote. It's imperative. It's important. If that's what imperative is, if you don't know what that means, it is very important. The person that we have in office right now should have never been put into office. I cannot say that there hasn't been some good things. This time, I ain't gonna lie. Him approving that damn unemployment shit, that was a plus. That was one good thing that he did for our country. That's one good thing. I ain't saying he did a lot. That was one good thing. And if you did not benefit off of that, or you did not try to make some boss moves off of that, you's a dumb motherfucker. And I do understand those people that actually, got that them payments and were still struggling, because some people do still struggle because they trying to get back up. But for those motherfuckers that was not struggling even before the coronavirus, bitch, you should have got your shit together. Or at least try to pay some shit off so you can boss up and do some things. That with all these damn vendors and out here to be selling shit, and you ain't even gotta pay for some of these vendors. I don't know why people selling vendors, but I guess because some of the vendors that they use, they know they reliable. So I guess I understand, but it's so many things going on. Like, I have a project that I'm working on now that I'm not going to talk about, but it is a project that I'm working on right now that definitely I see going places, especially when I have a lot amount of time to put more emphasis on it than what I do now. So definitely please go out and vote. It's imperative. We definitely need it. And we need to get rid of this man in office and the people that's making him run his mouth, because this country needs to get back to what it originally is meant to be. For the people, by the people, and be united. Because we're not united at all right now. We're not united at all. And is the people that we have in power are not for the people. I want to say thank you all for continuing to support me, for those who support me. And I just ask you to continue to, please like, share, comment on Facebook when I post it for streaming, when I post it on Instagram, where it's going to be for streaming, definitely on YouTube, because I want to get my social media following up. I really do. I'm not even going to lie about that. Who actually does blogging or podcasts and don't want to get their numbers up? I definitely do, and I would definitely appreciate it if you share, like, and post and comment. And I also currently, I'm looking for guest hosts, you know what I'm saying? And they can come with their topics, or we can collaborate on topics to talk about. And it doesn't have to be anything that we can just have our own personal tea on the street and just do it like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be anything like the normal format of tea on the street. But we could just have a banter between each other. You know what I'm saying? And that could be tea on the street. And And recently, I will announce this, that Loose Rap Show is taking donations. This is not me asking for money. This is just me letting it be known that we are taking donations through Cash App right now. PayPal will be set up in the next couple of weeks. But we are taking donations to improve the show and to just, you know what I'm saying? It should. This is a job. This, I would say, this will start being a job for me. So why not start now? You know what I'm saying? And I want to I want to be able to provide better quality and be better for you all. And I can't be better without honesty. Let's be honest. You can't go nowhere in this world with some kind of coinage. So you can definitely donate to Loose Rap and Loose Rap show at Loose Rap. Money sign Loose Rap show on Cash App. That is at that's money sign Loose Rap show on Cash App. You can reach us at Loose Rap show on Instagram or Facebook or on YouTube. You can actually comment, like, share, and just please, I say definitely share the video. Like, even if you don't want to comment, if you watched it, share it, because you don't know who else wants to watch, who else wants to see it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. That's the whole point why I do the show. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, I love talking to people on Messenger. I just like getting to know people and talking to people in general. So you can hit me up on Loose Rap show on Instagram or Facebook. We can talk in DMs. We can talk on Messenger. We can talk on live, because who's to say I don't post my lives on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Or post them within my actual pages. Someone said to get Twitter. I'm thinking about it, but it's a lot on me since I don't have help with the social media pages and with production and everything. So I am thinking big on getting Twitter, and even if I don't do anything every day, because even if you look at the Loose Rap page, I don't do everything every day, but I do make sure I do the important announcements and, give you snippets of the show, the funny snippets, or like the serious snippets of the show and everything. So I will be looking into Twitter. We do have a TikTok, everybody. No, I'm not doing them crazy videos yet. I am going to do some of the challenges and videos, but not right now. My focus is making sure Loose Rap gets the recognition on it that it needs to get. But we are on TikTok. If y'all watch anything on TikTok or follow anything on TikTok, we are on TikTok. And majority of the time it's going to be our snippets on TikTok, because TikTok doesn't allow you to do a full show, but they do allow you to do live. So I may eventually do everything live. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on how things go when it comes down to production, and if I can get more help with my production. But we do have TikTok. I thank you all. I love you all, because without y'all watching, or it could be just one watcher, let's be honest, and I still will do it because somebody's watching. And I will still do it because I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have to do something that I love to do, and I love doing this. It's not about the fame for me. Who wouldn't want to be famous? Like, who wouldn't want to be a household name? Who wouldn't want to sip and eat with some of the biggest people in the world and get some knowledge from some of the biggest and richest and wealthiest and knowledgeable people of the world? If you don't, I would say this, you're dumb. Because of the fact that there's so many people that you can learn from. The rich ain't that damn dumb. They may do dumb shit, but they're not that damn dumb. But that's it, honestly. I'm just rambling right now. But I definitely want to say thank you all for watching Loose Rap. I'm your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest, baby. And we will be back for episode 2 next Saturday at 10 o'clock. I've been saying 10 o'clock because I normally say 8. But I'm going to say 10. I had to pause because I had to give some dramatic effect. But I'm going to say 8 because of the fact that it's never on time, because it's so much editing now goes into the show for me. Like, I've learned some tricks, and I don't just want to give y'all the shit that I gave y'all back in 2019. I'm going to give y'all, and You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, 2020. It's about to be 2021, and I definitely want to better myself. You know, I want to learn more as far as what's going on. So thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for following me on Instagram, Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, and just continue because things are going to get better. Please go to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And you all have a good night.